I used to paint my tomorrows bright and bold, with skies of orange, stories to be told. I'd sketch the houses and the children's names and futures ever burning, hopeful flame. But now the canvas fades to muted gray, and all the colors gently bleed away. The future's not a place I long to go, it's just an extension of this endless quiet woe. This fading tomorrow, losing all its shape, a future I can no longer quite escape. It was a lighthouse on a distant shore, but now it's just a dream and nothing more. The path ahead is blurring soft and slow, with nowhere really that I care to go. Just this fading tomorrow. I make no plans beyond the next cup of tea, the next page in a book, the next hour to be free. The grand adventures, they have lost their call behind a thin but very permanent wall. Hope is a muscle that can atrophy. From lack of use you simply let it be, and one day you wake up and realize you see the world with different older eyes. This fading tomorrow, a silhouette at dusk, a relinquishing of all the hope and trust. It was a lighthouse on a distant shore, but now it's just a dream and nothing more. The path ahead is blurring soft and slow, with nowhere really that I care to go. Just this fading tomorrow. Today is enough. Today is tough. The calendar page turns a number in blue, a secret anniversary just for you. No cards in the mailbox, no cake and no song, just a memory of where we went wrong. I wear the invisible crown of the year since the day you decided to disappear. Light a candle no one else can see, for the us that was, for you to be. It's an uncelebrated day, a silent holiday, marking It's silent, personal, my gaze, and I'll visit this one every year alone, until this uncelebrated day feels like home. It's an uncelebrated day, my secret holiday, marking the moment you carve my heart away. I raise a glass of quiet to the air, to a love that's no longer there. No confetti falls, no cheerful refrain, just the steady beating of the rain on this uncelebrated day. Happy uncelebrated day. I whisper and you fade away. Your arms are wrapped around me in the dark, a perfect picture of familiar park. I feel your heartbeat steady against my back, but there's a canyon of things we lack. We're holding on to ghosts of what we had, when all the feeling was so good and bad. I close my eyes and try to feel the spark, but all I feel is empty in the dark. This hollow embrace is just a mimicry of heat, two lonely bodies finding a false beat. Your touch is just a habit, not a claim, and I whisper a forgotten name. We're going through the motions side by side, with all the love we promised dead inside this hollow embrace. We say I love you like it's just a phrase, to fill the uncomfortable silent haze. We talk of future plans with vacant eyes, beneath the slowly graying skies. The saddest distances are miles apart. It's lying soul to soul with separate hearts, two strangers wearing familiar skin, too scared of the silence to begin. This hollow embrace is just a memory of care, two people who are no longer there. Your touch is just a habit, not a claim, and I whisper a forgotten name. We're going through the motions side by side, with all the love we promised dead inside this hollow embrace. body still turns in the dead of night, seeking your warmth, your familiar height. My hand reaches out across a cold sheet to a memory of a heartbeat, slow and sweet. We had a rhythm, a silent, steady song, a place where both of us belong. The melody's gone, but the echo remains, a phantom dancing these empty lanes. It's the forgotten rhythm of your hand in mine, the way our footsteps used to perfectly line, the syncopated breath against my neck, a language now I can't quite recollect. My soul remembers what my mind let go, the forgotten rhythm of our long, slow dance in the low light. Now I'm just a ghost in the night. I pass a place we used to go for coffee, and my breath catches just a little softly, not from the pain, but from a deeper call of a feeling I can't name at all. Love leaves a fingerprint upon the skin, a map of where it's always been. Even when the you and me is through, my cells are still in rhythm with you. It's the forgotten rhythm of your hand in mine, the way our footsteps used to perfectly line, the syncopated breath against my neck, a language now I can't quite recollect. My soul remembers what my mind let go, the forgotten rhythm of a long, slow love, so deep and true. Now just a rhythm I can't get back to. One and two, and I miss you. I used to face the monster, sword held high, with a fearless flashing fire in my eye. I built my walls from will and stubborn pride, with no soft, vulnerable place inside. But brick by brick, the battles took their toll, and winter settled deep into my soul. The armor's cracked and heavier to bear, and I'm just so tired of the scare. This fading courage is a sinking sun, the tired ending of a war I've won. But at what cost with all this empty ground? My bravery is just a hollow sound. I wanna lay my weapons in the dust and admit that sometimes brave is just too hard to be. This fading courage, I'm sick of being strong, of standing tall. I wanna let the trembling tears just fall, to say I'm scared and I don't know the way, and face the consequences of today. pages and never feeling fear, but admitting that the end is drawing near. Of all the strength you thought you had to show, and letting real raw vulnerability grow. This fading courage making way for grace, a softer, slower, more forgiving pace. My bravery is just a hollow sound on this tired, worn out, broken ground. I lay my weapons in the dust and rust, and learn that sometimes brave is just the strength to rest. This fading I put the sword down and just They told her, darling, dry your pretty eyes. Your tears are just a worthless, weak disguise. So she learned to hold the ocean deep inside, where all the broken, shattered things could hide. The pressure built a silent, growing storm to keep her precious, tender heart so warm. But pain, when held so tight and forced to stay, will find another heart, a brighter way. She wept diamonds, cold and sharp and clear, each one a monument to every fear. They fell like stars from eyes that learned to fight, turning her darkness into blinding light. No salty streams of pity or of grief, but jewels of fortitude beyond belief. She wept diamonds, a fortress made of pain, and gathered every single one to rain. Her smile became a weapon sharp and fine, her laughter just a carefully designed line. They saw her glitter, thought her made of ice, never knowing of the sacrifice. What doesn't kill you doesn't make you strong. It just shows you where you do and don't belong. And in the fire where her softness died, a queen of something harder stood inside. She wept diamonds, a currency of scars, born from the gravity of falling stars. They fell like armor from a heart so true, transforming every hurt she ever knew. No simple tears to wash the past away, but a crown she'd wear into the fray. She wept diamonds, and from the tears she shed, she built a kingdom for herself instead. a glittering, unbreakable throne made from the pain she'd known alone. I found a ticket stub inside a book to a concert where we never even looked. At the band on stage, we were lost in our own world. A perfect private flag unfurled. I blow the dust away and see the date and feel the echo of a light away. It's not the sadness that surprises me, it's the ghost of how we used to be. Just the dust of yesterday's joy on a forgotten fragile toy, a sparkle in the sunlight floating there, a whisper of a scent left in the air. It doesn't hurt, it just reminds me how we live in the permanent precious now of all the dust of yesterday's joy. That coffee mug with the chip, familiar rim. I hear your morning voice, a distant hymn. The sofa cushion holds our permanent dip from nights we spent on a laughing trip. Grief's not a monster, not a constant scream. It's this quiet, gentle, dust-filled dream where happiness leaves its fingerprint behind, a treasure for the seeking, hard to find. Just the dust of yesterday's joy on a forgotten fragile toy, a sparkle in the sunlight floating there, a whisper of a scent left in the air. It doesn't hurt, it just reminds me how we live in the permanent precious now of all the dust of yesterday's joy. A soft cold memory, that's all that's left of you and me. In the quiet corners of my mind, they play the other versions of me gone astray. The dancer in Paris, the poet in Rome, the fearless woman who built a home. Not here with these safe and careful walls, but one who adventure's calls. I chose a road most traveled, smooth and wide, and let the weather truer pass inside. I feel the whisper of my unlived life, a constant quiet underlying strife. It's in the way I watch the birds take flight, with a mixture of wonder and of slight regret for wings I never learned to spread, for all the daring words I left unsaid, the symphony of my unlived life. I see her sometimes in a stranger's face, a glimpse of a different kind of grace. The one who took the lead, who burned the map, who let the future fall into a lap. Maybe every choice requires a little death, a sacrifice of a potential breath. But oh, the ghost of what we might have been is the loudest silence deep within. I hear the echo of my unlived life, a phantom melody cut by the knife of practicality and fear and doubt. That's what this quiet life is all about. Regret for wings I'll never learn to spread, for all the daring words I left unsaid, the haunting of my unlived life. She's out there somewhere, wild and free, the other braver of me. You planted promises like seeds in spring. I gave them everything, my everything. I watered them with faith, believed they'd grow into a truth only we would know. But under the surface, your words were hollow, and now there's nothing left to follow. The leaves turn brown, a slow, unkind surprise, watching the light die in your eyes. This wilted trust, a dying, fragile thing, can't survive the winter. Your lies bring it, bends and breaks in the quietest way. A beautiful ruin, turning it back to the tear of prayer. It's just wilted trust. I trace the patterns of the cracks you made in the foundation where our castle was laid. The architecture of our always and true was just a facade I built for you. The coolest part isn't the single light, it's watching every eye of you slowly die. Not in a fire, but from a silent frost, realizing every single one was lost. This wilted trust, a skeletal remains of all the joy. Now just the pains, it bends and breaks in the quietest way. A beautiful ruin, tiny, reverted with zero praise. It's just wilted trust, dead in the end. Nothing left to hold, just the story told. You left your kisses like shoes by the door, thinking I'd sweep them up like I did before. You said you needed space to find your art, but I found the text that tore me apart. My love still begging, hands held out so weak. But my pride had finally learned to speak. It didn't scream, it didn't shout, it just said, baby, this love is out. My wounded pride is standing tall tonight, bruised and bloody but seeing the light. It's a part of me you couldn't sweet talk down, the queen reclaiming her falling crown. You wounded my heart, that was your right, but my pride is putting up a hell of a fight. Yeah, my wounded pride. I'm not the girl who cries and waits for calls. I'm painting over these familiar walls. Each tear that falls is mixed with gasoline on the picture of what you and me could have been. The heart wants what it wants, that's what they say, but the pride remembers how to walk away. It remembers the worth you tried to hide behind your fragile, selfish life. My wounded pride is standing tall tonight, bruised and bloody but seeing the light. It's the part of me you couldn't sweet talk down, the queen reclaiming her falling crown. You wounded my heart, that was your right, but my pride is putting up a hell of a fight. Yeah, my wounded pride. Checkmate, darling, I win by leaving. The color of your eyes is losing its hue. In the gallery of my mind, it's turning to blue. A softer, vaguer watercolor shade of the sharp emerald memory that was made. The edges of your laugh are starting to blur. A distant melody I'm not sure I heard. It doesn't hurt the way it did before. It's a quieter ache behind a closing door. It's a fading yearning, a slow retreat, a goodbye whispered, not bittersweet. The fire's not ablaze, it's just a warm and cold, settling softly in my soul. I miss missing you with that desperate fire. Now it's just a fading, gentle desire. This fading yearning. I don't check your profile in the dead of night. The ghost of you is looming its fright. You're becoming a story I once read, full of fear is a fading yearning, the slow release, the gradual arrival of a fragile peace. The fire's not ablaze, it's just a warm and cold, settling softly in my soul. I miss missing you with that desperate fire. Now it's just a fading, gentle desire. Two circles of gold on the dresser asleep. A promise we swore we'd faithfully keep. But time laid a blanket so soft and so gray over the words we forgot how to say. Now they sit in the silence of afternoon beams, tarnishing slowly with all of our dreams. I polish the surface, but I can't erase the quiet that settled in this space. There's dust on the wedding bands, on the shining symbols of our plans. It gathers slow, a silent claim on the echo of our whispered names. We wear them still but don't understand the weight of the dust on our wedding bands. Your ring on your finger, a familiar sight, like the wallpaper we chose in a different light. It doesn't mean anger, it doesn't mean hate, just the quiet patience of a lingering fate. Maybe love isn't always a brilliant fire. Sometimes it's the acceptance of a dying pyre, the gentle goodbye in a held hand, the soft understanding of a final loose strand. There's dust on the wedding bands, on the shining symbols of our plans. It gathers slow, a silent claim on the echo of our whispered names. We wear them still but don't understand the weight of the dust on our wedding bands. A soft gray kiss on a memory of bliss. I smile at parties, I laugh at all the jokes. I'm pulling all the threads of ordinary folks, but deep inside a fortress stands so tall, hiding a stone, but I've learned to carry it alone. It's safer here, behind this glassy wall, to never speak the truth at all. This unspoken truth is screaming in my veins, a silent hurricane, a ghost of pains. It's the color of the sky before the storm that I've learned to quietly reform. I hold it close, this dark and precious light, and watch the real me slowly die behind this unspoken truth. My eyes tell stories that my lips deny, a flicker of the real me in my eye. You asked what's wrong and I just shake my head. I'm just a little tired, is what I said. Sometimes the strongest walls we ever build are the ones where our own hearts are killed. To protect the world from what's inside, we let our truest selves just hide. This unspoken truth is choking out my air, a burden that's too heavy now to bear. It's the color of the sky before the storm that I've learned to quietly reform. I hold it close, this dark and precious light, and watch the real me slowly die behind this unspoken truth. But for tonight, I'm wide awake. I used to trace the lines of my mistakes. In the dark, the ache was all it takes. Every should have said and could have been a prison I was living in. I wore regret like a heavy coat, clutching at my heart, stuck in my throat. But time, it doesn't heal it, just rewrites the dark, long, lonely, endless nights. This fading regret is turning into light, a silhouette that's losing its fight. It's not the pain I thought I'd always own, it's just a story that is fully known. The sharp edges are softening to gray as I forgive myself day by day. This beautiful faded regret. fading regret. Almost a memory, almost set free. There was a garden here, inside this chest, where hope would bloom and give its very best. I tended it with prayers and gentle hands, and faith in future brighter, softer lands. But season after season brought no rain, just endless stretching fields of silent pain. The petals fell, the colors bled to brown, until the very roots began to drown. This wilted soul, well, I once took its hold, is just a story that's been long since told. The fire in the center, cold and gray, is gently, slowly smoldered away. I searched the mirror for a flicker, just a spark, but all I find is endless, gathering dark. This wilted soul. I go to temples, I recite the words, but they're the empty chatter of the birds. I sit in silence, trying hard to hear the voice of God I used to hold so dear. But all that echoes in the hollow place is the memory of my own forgotten grace. You can't rebuild a temple on the sand of every broken promise, every unheld hand. The spirit tires, the faith just wants to sleep in a silence much too sorrowful, too deep. This wilted soul, the one sacred holy ground, where no celestial music can be found. The fire in the center, cold and gray, slowly, slowly smoldered away. I searched the heavens for a sign, a single part, but all I feel is emptiness at heart. There's a wilted soul. To nothing. To nothing. I found a press, forget-me-not inside, a book of poems where your loved ones died. The ink is faded, soft and ocean blue. I whispered I belong to you. I try to hear the voice stolen all the melody and left just these faint words for me. A forgotten tale on a crumbling page from a different, distant, younger age. Who were they, these hearts that beat so true? Did they forever ever make it through? The chapters and the binding comes undone beneath the slow forgetting setting sun. Just a forgotten tale. Was she like me? Did she stare at the moon? And did he leave her all too soon? Or did they live a long and simple life? His husband and his wife. The paper holds no ending, just this start. A fragile breaking literary art. We all become these ghosts in someone's hand. A mystery on a distant foreign land. Our greatest loves, our most defining fears, lost to the passing of 100 years. A forgotten tale, a fingerprint of dust in the quiet, trusting library of trust. Who are they, these hearts that beat so true? Did they forever ever make it through? The chapters and the binding comes undone beneath the slow forgetting setting sun. Just a forgotten tale. I close a book and join them. The curtain's falling in this worn out stage, when every line she wrote in love and rage, she played the victim and the fool, the queen, in every single shade of in between. But this last war is hers and hers alone. A final statement carved in blood and bone. No more encores for a broken heart. This is the ending. This is the art. Her final words, a masterpiece with no a quiet wedding, a status quo. Not with a scream, but with a softer sound. As always, shattered hopes. She leaves the letters deep beyond the desk, an answer to the questions oh asked. No brain beside, no detailed machine, no, just the closing of her weary throat. Sometimes your song is angel of a day, gives you decision you once sold to unmade, to say the story's edges in your hands, in a world that never understands. To finalize the regulation of her peace, a painful chosen aims of peace under the sea, with the softest sing. There's all her silence, shower foxing bright. She takes the vow she's owed alone in light, and walks into the everlasting night, this brave and brutal final heart, like the bags are packed and waiting by the door. We've said the words we couldn't say before. No shouting left, no fire in the fight, just this dim and quiet fading light. We divided up the books and all the years into separate piles of joy and fears. One last look around this empty space, one last memory of your This is our last farewell, a solemn sweet release, the gradual and painful finding of our peace. No promise to be friends, no see you soon, just acceptance of a different moon. We'll turn and walk and never look behind, leaving all our what ifs intertwined. This gentle, quiet last farewell. The door clicks shut. The sound of us is cut. The world is running dry at last, at last. The storm of feelings fading, moving past. I've cried an ocean onto this cold floor. I cannot manufacture anymore. My eyes are deserts bare and rough and sore, from seeking shores that are no more. There's a strange peace in this emptiness, a final, quiet, hollow kind of bliss. This is the last teardrop, the final one to fall, marking the end of feeling anything at all. It tracks a path that's been so well worn down to this, my heart's abandoned, silent town. I'll watch it dry upon my wedding cheek and find the quiet future that I seek with this last salted teardrop. No more performances for an empty seat. No more begging on a phantom street. The audience has left, the stage is bare, and I am just existing here. Grief has a finish line you cannot see. You just arrive there suddenly, not with the cheer but with the shallow breath, and a calm that feels a little bit like death. This is the last teardrop, the closing of the well, the silent ringing of a final funeral bell. It tracks a path that's been so well worn down to this, my heart's abandoned, silent town. I watch it vanish, leaving just a stain, a fossil of the old and present pain. This last surrendering teardrop. You painted castles in the evening air with words so beautiful, so rare. Forever and always they fell like rain, easing every single one of my pains. I built my home inside the sound of every hopeful promise found. But the walls were made of paper, thin and light, torn apart by one dishonest night. Your empty promise hangs here in the room, a faded, wilted and forgotten bloom. It echoes off the silence, loud and clear, the thing I wanted most to hear was just a melody with no real sound, just empty syllables that fell to ground. Your hollow, empty promise. I trace the outlines of the plans we made, the future colors that have slowly grayed, the nursery for kids we'd never see, the growing old, just you and me. The cruelest cut is in the changing of your mind. It's leaving all my trusting dreams behind, to starve and wither in the light of day, because your word meant nothing anyway. Your empty promise is a ghost I host, the thing that hurts and matters to me most. It echoes off the silence, loud and clear, the thing I wanted most to hear was just a melody with no real sound, just empty syllables that fell to ground. Your hollow, empty promise. Words are just